Mike Moore Media.
It's our monthly podcast originating from Rockingham Community College. And on the line, I have Trina Jones and Walter Moore. Good morning, Trina and Walter. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Well,
Good morning.
We have a lot to talk about, Trina and Walter. Let's start with you, Trina. Tell us, I know you're Director of College and Career Readiness at RCC, but tell us a little bit about what you do, please.
Sure. As director, I've been in this position a little over a year now, and my primary goal is to ensure that all the students in the community that are in dire need of our services have exactly that they have access to phenomenal instruction that ensures that whatever their goal is, whether it's to get a high school diploma or to just strengthen their skills in reading, math, or if it's to improve their English speaking skills, whatever that goal might be, transitioning to college, that our instruction is aligned with helping them achieve that goal.
Wow, it sounds all-encompassing, a lot of things covered there in the program.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you for that. Walter, a little bit about what you do at RCC.
I'm fortunate to be the ESL one of the ESL teachers here, and so I work with our students in the county that, like Trina said, are wanting to improve their English skills and get higher proficiencies to enter the workforce, to work with their students, their own children, and I really enjoy what I do.
Okay, well, thank you both for doing what you do at RCC. Let's start with you, Trina. Tell us about CCR, the College and Career Readiness Program there.
Sure. Well, the College and Career Readiness Program, it offers free classes. Everything is free. And all of our classes are designed to help students improve their reading, their speaking, writing, math, even decision-making and critical thinking skills. We believe improving these skills will enable them to be proficient in whatever, activities they're involved in, whether it's in at home, at work, or in the community. These classes also extend an opportunity for our students to be, one more step closer to a high school equivalency diploma if that's what they're pursuing. And also, as Walter was speaking to, it helps our non-English speaking students too to improve their proficiency and be more, able to assist their children at home with homework and to be more confident in the workforce.
Mm-hmm, sure. Well, you're talking about free classes and communication skills, and you mentioned reading, speaking, math, all very, very important, aren't they?
Yes, very, especially in these days in the workforce it is, yes.
Yeah. How do people get started in the program?
Well, the CCR program is open to adults 18 years of age and older. Students that are 16 or 17 years old, they have to complete additional forms, but we'd be glad to walk, any of those individuals through that process. But in order to get started in our program, just call our office and we'll get you scheduled for one of our 2-day orientations. They typically run on a Tuesday and a Wednesday from 8:30 to 12, and we run them anywhere from once a month to twice a month.
Okay. This might be a good time when you said call the office. What's the number to call there, Trina?
Sure. It's 336-342-4261, extension 2146.
Okay. And I know you just mentioned this, but maybe you could elaborate a little bit more when the classes are offered and a little bit more about that, Walter.
We've got our classes. The ESL classes are night classes, and that's on Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 until 8:30. One thing I wanted to mention is that I didn't mention earlier is that we really do focus on digital skills in our classes as well. These are the ability to navigate new technologies and programs that we feel like our students would really benefit them in their personal, professional, academic pursuits. But once again, we have classes on Mondays and Wednesdays from 5:30 to 8:30.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you just mentioned something there, digital skills, always changing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, how do students earn the high school equivalency?
Well, there are 2 nationally recognized assessments that are used to obtain the state-issued high school equivalency diploma in North Carolina, and they are recognized as the GED and the HiSET. There's a little difference between each of those, and we allow students to the autonomy to select which one they think will be the best fit for them to pursue. Our classes are designed to prepare students to test for these exact assessments. So by choosing one or the other one, it doesn't matter. Regardless, what class they select, they're going to get that content instruction that's aligned with both of those to help them be successful.
Yeah, okay. Is there a fee for this testing?
There are fees associated with these assessments. For the GED, they run $20 per subject, and with the HiSET, if it's a computer-based, then that typically runs around $10.75, and the paper-based one is $15. However, like I said in the beginning, our program is totally free, so any qualifying students, based on their attendance, can have that fee for those assessments covered for them. Okay,
so there is a fee, but it can be taken care of. So there again, everything's free, it sounds like, in a lot of situations.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I'm amazed.
Want to make it affordable.
Yeah, okay. I'm amazed at Rockingham Community College. There seem to be graduation ceremonies for all of the different programs and everything on campus all year long. Is there a graduation ceremony for CCR?
Yes, Mike, we do. We do have a graduation ceremony for our students. Prior to COVID, we held ceremonies similar to what a student would experience in a high school setting. We had, a guest speaker. We would have photographers. The family and friends would all be there celebrating and honoring the students' achievements. However, now due to our current, situation, the ceremonies are now kind of scaled back a little bit. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, it doesn't lack the excitement and the joy that we have in that moment.
Oh, sure. Okay. What supportive services are offered?
We strive to align our students from the very first day they attend orientation with our transition specialist, and she serves as an instrumental part of this program. She ensures that students are aware of career support that's available through her and through our community partners such as NC Works, and she assists them with job opportunities, with living assistance if they have an emergency. We also offer access to campus food bank, to mental health support, and college transition assistance that allows them to, if they want to transfer to another college or another university after they achieve their high school diploma, all of that's accessible to them, all of that assistance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Oh, that's great. I wonder, from you, Walter, maybe you could give us this information. We've covered this a little bit there earlier, but how do people interested in the program contact CCR?
Okay, they can call the office, speak with Trina or other folks working there, and we do have Spanish language interpreters that can assist with any questions that they may have, and so that's generally they get in contact with me. I'm kind of the interpreter for the department by word of mouth, or often people that contact the office may need some additional support, and so I've called them in the past as well. But it'd be very similar, and we do have an email number. Trina, what's the email?
Sure.
Email address. What's the email for that?
It's esl@rockinghamcc.edu.
Okay, great. Okay, so easy to get in touch with you folks, it sounds like. Before we finish up, can you give us maybe some success stories? I want to know too how long this program has been there at RCC, and I'm sure you've had a lot of success stories during the time.
Well, I've been with Rockingham Community College in the transitions specialist capacity as well as the director capacity for that'd be coming along 3 years. Mm-hmm. So I can only speak to interactions I've had with students, and I want to say I had a call from a student that said that they were in this program in 1994.
Wow.
So it's been around for quite some time. We have a lot of success stories. The most recent one I can think of was a non-traditional student who had been in the workforce well over 50-some-odd years and decided he wanted to achieve his high school diploma. And he came into our orientation last month and tested out, I want to say it was Monday of last week. Mm-hmm. And he called me on the phone and said, "Miss Jones," he says, "I hung in there and I did what you said to do, and I just passed all of my officials in one day." He scheduled all of them back to back and passed them. Other success stories consist of just younger individuals, that come across hard times, experiencing, homelessness, and they just persist. They take advantage of all the connections that we make for them, and they come in here serious about it, committed, and they just blow us away mm-hmm. with their drive. And oftentimes, life might knock them down, and they may step away for a while, but they always come back. And those that do have that persistence, they always eventually complete it. And that's a success story in just about every one of our students, everybody that comes through our door.
Sure, that's wonderful. And you've talked about partnerships too. So there are really a lot of partnerships involved in the program there at RCC. Walter, maybe you could share with us some of the success stories that you've been involved with.
Oh yeah. Well, I really appreciate what Trina was saying about some of the non-traditional students and the younger students. And just to add to that, we had a student, I think it was back in 2017 or 16, and she had we'll use her a pseudonym, we'll call her Sandra, and she was an ESL student, and she had one difficulty after another, but she persisted through. This was at a time when we were offering CPR certification mm-hmm. To the ESL students, and she got her certification in CPR, and then she went on to get her citizenship, and it was really a tremendous a benefit, not just to her, but to her family and to the community. And she, as far as I know, she continues to live and work in the community and contribute to the diversity and growth of our county.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. Well, you're touching so many lives, helping so many people, and it sounds like of all ages, too. So thank you, Trina. Thank you, Walter, for making it happen with the CCR, the College and Career Readiness Program at Rockingham Community College. Give us that phone number one more time, please.
Sure. 336-342-4261, extension 2146.
Okay. Thank you both for the good work you're doing, and it's great to talk to you. And isn't it exciting to know you're making a difference?
Yes. Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you both. Have a good week.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Trina
Bye-bye.
Jones, she is Director of College and Career Readiness, and Walter Moore, who is a teacher there at RCC. We wanted to give you a first-hand report there about the good things happening on campus with the College and Career Readiness Program. Certainly making things happen and making a difference, too, in so many lives. Get more information, keep up with what's happening at rockinghamcc.edu and on Facebook at Rockingham Community College.